Spurs fans, not too long ago, I did 20 simulated mock drafts to find out how many times we landed in the top four. And some of you said, TSR, if we get a second lottery pick, you should do it again. Well, we got a second lottery pick. I'm doing it again.
Go, Spurs, go, 'cause the Giants stay.
What is up, Spurs fans? Hope you had a great weekend. And yeah, I know that's not likely, but let me dream. Dream on, dream on. Okay, I'm done. Okay, so I want to let you know before we do the sim drafts that the Hawks and the Kings are tied with a 40-42 record, and a coin flip is going to determine whether the Hawks pick, our pick, the second pick, becomes either pick 13 or 14 in Tankathon's mock draft simulator. Right now it is pick 14. I'll be doing this again to find out how many times do we get a top four pick with having two chances now instead of one. I also want to try to pay attention a little more to the worst case scenarios in these sims, i.e. the Rockets own the Suns pick, the Hawks own the Kings pick, and OKC has Phillies pick if it falls out of the top six. So without further ado, let's do number uno. By the way, I can't show everything. I'm trying to show pick 1 through 14 really scrunches things up, so we'll go ahead and scroll through it. So in this particular mock, the Spurs get pick number 10. So dang, we dropped quite a bit. We dropped 2 spots to pick number 10 from number 8 and take Asa Newell. And granted, these drafts are, it's not going to play out like this. And then with pick number 14, that's Atlanta Hawks pick, that doesn't move. We take Liam McNeely from UConn. Well, Miss TSR Sports would be very, very happy if it played out like that. All right, so far, 0 in the top 4. Off to number 2, bada bing and a bada boom. I won't do that every time, by the way. All right, the Spurs do jump in the top 4 on this one, so let's put a little check mark for pick number 4. All right, one pick in the top 4, and they have us taking VJ Edgecombe. Okay, we can do shooting. I think we need size more than anything, but wouldn't be upset if we jumped in the top 4 and grabbed him. The other pick probably stays at 14. Yes, it does. Is there any worst case scenarios we could see here? All right, I forgot about the Pelicans. The New Orleans Pelicans having a top 4 pick, they were absolutely devastated by injuries. If they got another huge pick, that would be very scary for their team next year. By the way, the Mavericks, I forgot, are in the lottery too. So really got to keep a little bit of an eye on everything. All right, let's go to sim number 3. No top 4 pick. All right, anything crazy? Raptors in the top 4. Okay. Aside from that, everything kind of plays out as expected. The Spurs, where are we? Number 8. I missed this. So, okay, again, we're not taking Jeremiah Fears. We're not taking a point guard. That's no. So, number 8, they have us taking Jeremiah Fears. That's not going to happen. And then they really like Liam McNeely at 14. Okay. Let's do it again, Spurs fans. Number 4. Wow, no top 4 pick. Wow, this is going much worse than last time. Any big surprises? Not really. Jeremiah Fears and Lee McNeely. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this as much as I like the last one. Spurs do not get a top 4. Wow, this is really sucking for us. Jeremiah Fears again, and Liam McNeely with pick 14. And no big surprises. I've seen Concanipo going to the Pelicans a few times. That's a player that's been associated with us a lot. I've heard from you guys he's been moving up in mock drafts a lot. So that, yeah, if you want him, that could be a problem. Dang, we were doing so much better last time. I'm not liking this. The Pelicans jumping up to number 2 would be frightening. The 76ers having a top 3 pick as well. If everybody comes... That's a big if. If everybody comes back healthy, that ain't going to happen. Let me guess. Jeremiah Fears and Lee McNeely. What do you guys think of Colin Murray Boyles, by the way? He's listed at power forward, but he's only 6'7". I mean, granted, only 6'7". That's taller than me. Is that a player you might be interested with the second pick, or are you on a no on that one? I don't honestly know a lot about him because I haven't seen him mocked to us. I know Rasheer Fleming's been mocked to us. Or not mocked, but he's piqued a lot of interest from Spurs fans. In this particular one, he's dropping to number 18. But so far, Spurs fans, through 6 rounds, and hopefully I didn't miss my counter at all, we have 1 top 4 pick, and that's it. We haven't seen the first pick, second pick overall, or the third pick. Maybe we should have stopped at 1 doing these, huh? No top 4 pick again. Cooper Flagg to the Blazers. Oof. Spurs dropped to number 9, Asa Newell, and let me guess, Lee McNeely. Oh my gosh, I am shocked. This is going horrible. Who told me to do this again? Dang it. I'm not mad at you. I'm not. This has just been... I know it's just a sim, but still. Come on, man! The Rockets getting the 3rd overall pick, that would be, from the Suns, would be a disaster because they're so good and young as it is. Don't need them getting any better. I guess we are Asa Newell and Lee McNeely. So that 14th pick hasn't jumped up once, has it? And the odds of it jumping up, Spurs fans, are very minimal. In fact, our 8th pick has only jumped up once so far through 8 sims. I know, TSR, it's just a sim. What are you doing? I'm like, oh my God, draft gets me excited. Still don't jump up again. Wow. Asa Newell, Lee McNeely. This is starting to be a broken record. All right, we're going to be halfway through on this one, and we're living on a prayer. Can we get the first pick? No. No. I like the Spurs with the 3rd overall pick, but that would be a disaster. Cooper Flag to the Pelicans. Yeah, I would, wow, I would not like that if I saw that on May 12th. Well, May 12th, they got the 1st overall pick, and then in late June, they took Cooper Flag. So we got the Spurs at the 3rd overall pick, and then that 14th pick. Who could it possibly be? Is it the guy at UConn? Oh my God, I had no idea. Yeesh. Guys. I hope my counter's right. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. The 76ers of Cooper Flag is also, again, that would be pick number 9, pick number 14. So we have not gotten the 1st overall pick or the 2nd overall pick. And yes, this is just a sim, but this can also show you how opposite the way we want to go on lottery night. Oh! Did we already see Cooper Flag to the Rockets? I don't think we did we? This would be the ultimate. We're pick 9 and 14 again, I'm sure. Yeah. This would be the worst nightmare if you're a Spurs fan. I'm sure you're watching this now going, TSR, what are you doing? You're going to speak this into existence. If the Houston Rockets got Cooper Flag, and I'm pretty sure they're pretty good on forwards, aren't they? Still, you're going to take the best player available and then maybe trade one of those. Wow, this would be... I would hate this. With 100 million burning suns of anger and righteous fury if this happened. Are we going to go 20 sims without the 1st overall pick? Pelicans again? Jeremiah Fears? Lee McNeely? Come on, Schwartz. Yahtzee. Pelicans with Cooper. All right, so we go into the top 4 again. This is only the 3rd pick in the top 4. And the ironic thing here, Spurs fans, is when we had only 1 lottery pick, we were jumping up frequently when I did this. Now that we have 2 lottery picks, and that 14th pick, or 13th if it winds up that way, has moved up none. Wow. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd be extremely ecstatic if we got a top 4 pick. Of course, most Spurs fans want the number 1 overall pick for Cooper Flag. If we got the top 4 pick, hey, I'm happy there as well. I don't want to see us move down. I think that's my biggest fear, my biggest Jeremiah fears, if you will, is if the Spurs drop from number 8 to number 9 or even 10, and the 14th pick or 13th pick just stays where it is. That is what it is. I've already said I like Rasheer Fleming with that pick. We've talked about this. Do we use both picks? I know some of you say, TSR, let's trade our 8th overall pick and that Atlanta pick and Devin Vassell for the 1st overall pick. I like your train of thought, but there's no way that's happening. Whoever gets his 1st overall pick is not trading down unless there's some kind of inkling that Cooper Flag will not play for that team and he's going to go back to school. I don't think you could come out and announce and say, well, the Wizards won the 1st overall pick, so I'm going to just go back to school unless they trade it. I don't think you can say that. Can you? I don't think you can say that. I feel like there'd be some kind of collusion issues, but this has been rough. So much rougher than last time we did this, like infinitely rougher. I'm hoping we get some luck here in the back 6. Okay, this is the highest that we've gotten so far. Now I can't see us taking Dylan Harper. It's another guard. My goodness. Oh. Okay, so this would be one of the best case scenarios. I didn't realize this one. So the Spurs, that number 2 pick is actually the Atlanta Hawks pick that jumped up, not our own pick. We dropped a little bit on our own pick, and we probably dropped because our own. This is such a weird. I have so many mixed feelings about this mock draft. We have the 2nd overall pick. Yay. We dropped a little bit with the 9th overall pick, but look who is getting the 8th overall pick, the Oklahoma City Thunder from the Philadelphia 76ers. Again, if you forgot, that Philadelphia 76ers pick is top 6 protected, but if it falls out of the top 6, it goes to OKC. The best team in the Western Conference. A team I'm covering, by the way, called their playoff game today, had a lot of, well, I guess this is watching this on Monday, called it yesterday, and I'm calling all the Thunder games. It's just, I picked a team to choose to cover throughout the playoffs. I made a new intro, made a new thumbs up video for it, and having a lot of fun. Although I do hope we see better games than the one we saw Sunday where the Thunder won by, was it 46 or 48? I don't remember the final score. It was a blowout. It was never close after like the first 4 minutes of the second quarter. It actually wasn't close after the first quarter, but the game was over early in the second. But if the Thunder, possible NBA champion too, mind you, were to get the 8th overall pick in the NBA draft, that is crazy to have a high lottery pick when you are the best team in the NBA. They have done a fantastic job rebuilding their franchise, and it's really, I respect what they've done, and I hope the Spurs do the same thing with all these future pick swaps for stockpiling, that we become a perennial top 2, top 3 team in the Western Conference, and we're still getting lottery picks to reload and restock. So props to the Thunder, a lot of respect for what they've done. They are, and what they did against the Grizzlies in Game 1. Holy moly. All right, we are 75% of the way done, and the Spurs have had pick 2 once, pick 3 once, and pick 4 twice. We have not sniffed even an inkling of pick number 1 as of yet. Can we? With the final 5, it's the final countdown. Not happening here. Jeremiah Fears survey says, Liam McNeely, I am shocked as much as you are. 4 picks left. 4 sims left. What am I doing? I have my scoreboard up. I just started my game clock. What am I doing? I'm in play-by-play mode. Pick number 8, and it's Jeremiah Fears and Liam McNeely. How would you guys feel about Lee McNeely at 14? We need shooting. I've talked to Miss TSR a lot about him. She thinks he should have stayed in college one more year. He struggled a bit this season. I like seeing the Thunder down at 15. That Thunder has... how many damn picks does the Thunder have in this draft? They have the Heat's pick? Wait, the Thunder have the 15th overall pick, and then depending on what happens with the 76ers pick, they may have that or may not, and then it rolls over into... I think you guys said 2 first? I don't know. It's really good. They really did a great job of planning for the future while also building what they have right now. I know, isn't there a Spurs person on there? Is somebody with this? Was there GM a Spur? Yes, I'm drawing a blank. I know they have a shooting coach. I'm also drawing a blank on his name. Wow, why? It's been a long day. All right, number 18. Spurs do not move up again, and number 9 and number 14. Chip England. It just hit me. I don't think we're getting the number 1 overall pick in this sim, guys. Number 9, number 14. We have 1 chance left. There can be only 1. And I want to remind you guys, if you didn't watch the original video, we did 20 sims, and we had 20 lottery picks, and 40% of the time, we landed in the top 4. We have 40 picks this time. 40 picks because I'm running 20 sims. We have our pick and the Atlanta Hawks pick, and we have landed in the top 4 times. 4 to 40 is 1/10. That is 10%. I thought these numbers would go up. They're going down. I know it's a sim, but this is not what I thought would happen. Anyway, it's the last one. Let's make it a good one, Tankathon. That's a Jazz. Pick. Ooh, no. Okay, so this would fall under one of those worst case scenarios. The 76ers dropped the pick number 7. I don't know if they would take Malawach at 7, or maybe they would. He would be a backup to Chet. Malawach at 7, and then the Thunder also get Igor Demin at 15. Plus, they would have Nikola Topic coming in, as he was out their previous pick, their pick from last season. Derek Queen to the Rockets. The Rockets, I can't believe the Rockets. I can't believe the Rockets are going to have a lottery pick, and the Thunder might have one as well. That is just crazy. The Spurs pick 8, 14, Fears and McNeely. This did not go well. We never got pick number 1. We got pick number 2 once, pick number 3 once, pick number 4 twice, and we certainly saw some situations that you don't want to see happening in the Western Conference for the Thunder and the Rockets, reloading, and as a lot of the rookie contracts might get expensive or vets get expensive, they might move on, bring a cheaper vet in, and also have those young bucks coming up and taking those spots. This was not as much fun as the last one, but I'm glad I did it because it really shows, even though it's a sim, really, we have no idea how lottery night's going to play out. The odds say that we will pick around 8, and we'll just say 14 if the Hawks lose the coin flip. Just to make, for easy speaking on this video, I'm terribly putting this sentence together, but for the sake of this video, 8 and 14 was what I was trying to say. Our odds ain't great to move in the top 4, but we've had some great luck moving up, guys. Let's not forget. I don't know if we were the worst team in the NBA when we got David Robinson's pick, but we got a first overall pick there. We were the 3rd worst team when we got Timmy. We were the 3rd worst team when we got Wemby. When we moved up for Castle, we were, I don't know, what did we jump up on Castle? We did jump up, didn't we? We moved into the top 4. I don't think we were we like 6 or 7? We've had what I'm trying to say is we've had a good history of moving up, and I'm hoping that continues. I'm not expecting the first overall pick, but if we get a top 4 pick again, that is absolutely unbelievable. I've said this before. If you haven't caught me say it in a live stream or on one of the previous videos when we talked about this, my ultimate dream for this draft. Yes, I want Cooper Flag, but I don't want it with our pick. I want that Atlanta Hawks pick. I want the Atlanta Hawks to have unprecedented luck in Magic. We moved up from 10 to 1 last year. Let's leave them at 14 this year. The smallest, minuscule chance to move up. So Hawks fans are like, ha, you're going to get the 14th pick. And then that 14th pick jumps up to number 1. So the Hawks miraculously not only jump up twice to number 1 in 2 years, but this year, the year we want the first overall pick, we get it. We get Cooper Flag with the Hawks pick. That would be the chef's kiss. That would just be unbelievable. I know it's a pipe dream, guys, but let me dream. I've been calling the Spurs on this channel for 6 years. They've been a losing team every year. Let me, until I'm proven wrong on May 12th, let me have this. Let me have this. The Hawks pick becomes Cooper Flag. Make it so. Engage. All right, that's all I got, guys. Drop a comment down below your thoughts on this. If you stayed this long too, this is one actually the longest videos I've done on the channel when it comes just to, non-live streams. Usually my videos are about 8 to 10 minutes. This is a much longer one, so if you've stayed this long, I thank you so much. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you in the Thunder streams. While they've been doing very well, definitely use a little thumbs up in there. But I know yesterday was Easter, so I'm sure a lot of you had family plans. Hope you had a wonderful day with your family. Whether you celebrate the holiday or not, hopefully you had a good day. And that's all I got. I'm rambling. Thank you, and as always, go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs, go.